Great replacement of Ukrainians to Russians in white-on-white crime. Is that really what they're talking about? Seriously? Ay, ay, ay. What up, what up? Alright, let's jump in. What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing well. How are y'all?
What?
Just talking about
Yeah, what's your take on all this stuff going on?
What's going on?
Do you stand with Ukraine, Tom?
Why? What's happening in Ukraine?
The evil bad man is ruining the world.
Which evil bad man is this?
The most evil bad man in history.
Nick Fuentes?
No, worse.
Worse?
Yeah, the guy who's pulling Trump's strings.
Biden?
It's an original take, at least. I'm interested. I want to hear this conspiracy. I'm on board already with this conspiracy.
Well, if you know that the liberal elites run everything, then obviously they also run the Republicans, right?
That's so true, King.
So they have to be running Trump.
Makes sense. That's why we didn't get our wall, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why he's like the first president to, or he put out more gun regulations than any president in my lifetime.
Who did?
Trump.
Sounds like something Joe Biden's handled guy would do.
So by that estimation, you should be a Trump fan then, right?
Oh, I'm
Tom Foolery.
I'm not in favor of gun regulation.
Yeah, Tom likes guns.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Most people online, like in the Twitch politics and all the political areas, online, they are pro guns. Our left is pro guns.
What?
It was really, really hard to find a gun control debate, because every single person we came in contact with was pro guns. The only person that wasn't was SDL. And,
Yeah.
that was like.
So liberals are like anti-gun, but socialists and communists all want like a revolution. So of course, they're all going to be in favor of guns. Plus, they're all like very anti-fascist, and so they like dream of a war with like all of the fascists and crap. So yeah, they're all pro-gun.
I was gonna say too to Justin, watch how many of these neoliberals are gonna be wanting to go to war. It's funny how quick they're going to turn into warmongers over these things.
Wait, did he say that the leftists want to fight the right wing, the fascists?
That's what Tom said.
Have you never met leftists before, dude?
Well, yeah, but like they don't actually believe that. Like they're all like gay and girls.
So they
gays and women. They're not gonna. They all want someone else to fight the
Well, those are the types of people that need guns, bro. I've got my freaking fists, okay? I've got Tom O'Leary and Jack Johnson right here ready for you.
I agree with you, man. I think those are the most vulnerable in society are those that need guns, but like. You're not finding leftists at the gun range. You don't see pink-haired feminist lesbians at the gun range, shooting target practice. It's not going to go well for them if that's how things go down.
I go to the gun range.
Yeah, I go to the gun range. I've been there dozens of times.
One time, I have a picture of me at the gun range, and I literally hated every second of it. It was so scary.
You're a base Nazgul though, Justin.
It was so scary.
I'm a multi-time convicted felon, so I am not allowed to go to the gun range.
Guns are so loud and scary.
I didn't put the headphones on too. I forgot to put the headphones on.
Well, there's your problem, right?
Woman moment.
Woman moment.
And yeah, it was. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. And then I took pictures, and all the gun people were yelling at me about all the things I was doing wrong in the pictures. You can't hold the gun like that. Don't point it like this.
She probably kept aiming it at everybody, like turning around, like, what? And they're all like, whoa!
I did.
Everybody's like
everybody
diving,
stop
like.
freaking out. She's like swinging back and forth. Everybody's like jumping off the ground. People all just calm down. You right there. She points the gun at somebody. Stop yelling at me. Okay, okay.
I'm trying to take a picture. Like you can't do that.
So what's so what are we upset about with Ukraine?
They're like military is all gone now. Dude.
We're upset because Putin's gonna take away all the gay rights and transsexual rights, so we're pretty torn up about
He's
it.
gonna lower the gay flags in Ukraine, dude. We can't stand for that.
Isn't he
Yeah,
like
People have to die
freaking?
over it.
Didn't he just? Don't all the leftists vote for Putin? Like, don't leftists simp for Putin? Like, what are you talking about?
Literally all
Trolling
of
it?
You
No,
dude.
have you guys not heard like all of the leftists all over Twitch simping for Putin, like
Maybe, like,
What
in
about
Russia?
Like the communists are.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The left, they freaking love Putin.
What?
Yeah, but like those
What
are
the-
like
That's exactly why, Tom. That's
Really
exactly why we're
fun.
simping for NATO here.
Mm.
We got to do exactly the opposite of what the
Yeah,
left
yeah.
is doing.
No, but he's talking about like the communists. Like the left isn't. The left is very anti-Putin.
I'm talking about. I said leftists.
Okay, like I feel like this
But
is this
leftist
becomes,
is
like,
like
issue.
social
Yeah.
left. Commies
And
is like
this is why it becomes a problem because like anytime I say like little things like that, like lefties like freak out on me because I'm not saying it right. That's
I'm not a
lefty,
lefty.
that's
I'm a
lefty.
stock dem.
Like,
I'm
ugh.
Yeah,
I'm a stock
leftists.
dem.
Leftists
We're
are
all
people
Yankees in here.
who like are like socialist and farther left. So socialists, communists, like tankies, the Marxists, Leninists, all of those people. Like they're
Here's
all
what I don't
leftists.
understand. Okay, Putin doesn't think diversity is our strength, and he
Yeah.
doesn't like gays, and he doesn't accept refugees, and he didn't mandate the vaccines. So how do they like? Why do they like him? Why? I'm all of those things, and they hate me. Well, what the fuck, dude?
You should go tell them.
I tried, man. They just keep saying the N word.
Yeah, it's more so like authoritarian type leftists, like tankies. They like Putin. They like Russia.
I feel like they're all kind of authoritarian. They don't really. I mean, they want the government to make my kids gay.
I mean, you're also pretty authoritarian, so.
Well, that's true, but there's right wingers that aren't. You know, there aren't really that many left wingers that aren't.
Yeah, basically, to sum it up, there's a very small faction of actual tankies who do support Putin, but communists in general, like actual Marxists, aren't supporting Putin, and the vast majority of neoliberals are certainly not supporting Putin. So,
Well, tankies are like authoritarian communists, Marxist
Yankees
Leninists.
are probably the closest thing that I could relate to on the left, and they're ironically also like the greatest enemy that we have on the
Well,
left.
Tom,
they're
would you-
super.
Tom.
They're super like like we need to be masculine and we need to
Tom,
like
would you
people
say
like
that modern-
infrared.
Yeah.
Would you say that modern day American neoliberals are authoritarian?
Modern day neoliberals.
Yeah, so like your average run of the mill liberal, would you say they're authoritarian in America?
I don't think so. Why?
More
So
libertarian.
you don't think that by them wanting to force vaccinate people and put people in camps for not being vaccinated, that's not authoritarian?
I've never heard of those things. I don't know anybody.
Okay,
who
what about the
wants-
Canada thing? What about the Canada thing, where they're like, you have to get vaccinated or you're not allowed to go outside or leave Canada or do anything, and if you protest it, we're gonna kill your dog and sell your property.
Yeah, I don't think that happened though. So
They
like
said
to say that
that's
like
their
they
policy.
can't like have certain jobs, I think makes sense depending on what job it is. So like I might
But is it
disagree on like
authoritarian?
I don't think
That
so.
is, yeah, that's a
I think that
yes,
like
it is.
I
It
think
absolutely
that
is authoritarian.
in order for you to like be part by that thought process all laws are authoritarian. Like I think that laws are made so that we can like society can get along better or so that it can exist like in function at its highest rate.
Yeah.
I think that if
Making a
you live in a
judgment isn't
society
bad.
I think if you live in a society, like getting vaccinated is like a minimal part, like that's like step one of living in a society. And so I think
Tom,
that
Yikes.
the
here's a secret for you. Every political ideology becomes authoritarian once they get state power. Doesn't matter what you say you
True.
advocate for.
so
So
yeah, so laws are authoritarianism, pretty much. That's what you're saying.
Well,
yeah.
if we're on a spectrum, we're not saying good or bad, but if we're on a spectrum of authoritarianism to libertarianism, then yeah, more regulations, government telling people what to do, that lies more on authoritarian side, right?
So Kevin said he'll come on for like 5 minutes, but in like 30 minutes. I told him to come on before he goes on to his Twitch.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
like
I am really interested
for
to hear his take.
as an American, I would call like authoritarianism like things um that are like breaking the Constitution. That's the type of stuff that I would say is authoritarian. Now, Canada doesn't have the same constitution as us, but under our constitution, even the stuff with like the Emergencies Act still wouldn't break our constitution. So I wouldn't call any of that authoritarian.
So would you say these Western ideologies should be forcefully implemented on third world nations, like say Iraq, for instance, or Libya? Do you think freedom and democracy should be something that's forced on people who reject it?
Not forced on them. Like I think it would be good to like use like soft powers to influence them, but I don't
Like
think that like we
sanctions?
should uh not like sanctions, more so like get involved in their economy, have lots of like imports and exports with them to where like you're a huge part of their economy, and then use that as like bargaining chips to make them
That falls
more.
under sanctions. That's sort of what
It's a
NATO is doing to Putin right now, especially the eastern region of Ukraine.
Yeah, they're kind of like it's not necessarily sanctions. Sanctions have to be done through some sort of organization, but you can do the soft
Just
power
because
stuff
it's off the
without it.
books doesn't mean it's not a sanction, though. Come on now, because there's
It
a lot of off the book sanctions that happen if you don't go the way
technically
that
it
certain people
does.
want you to go.
Yeah, technically it's not a sanction unless it's done through some sort of organization. Like
But you are so back to the point though that you are for soft power being enforced, having your ideology enforced via soft power, correct?
yeah, again, so like they don't actually have to get involved with us in the first place, and I think that like they don't have to like get involved with our economy. They don't have to let us get involved in their economy. So I don't want to force them. I don't want like military going in there and taking over and or anything like that. But through soft power, yeah, I think it's good to
So you
influence
want
people in a positive
so you
way.
basically want to be a neoliberal economic hitman. That's what you want.
Well, I'm a neocon, so
Well,
like it's
look, we're not
literally
gonna
what
use
we do.
guns. We're just gonna starve them to death unless they comply.
Well, we're not going to
Yeah, and
starve them to death.
for the record too, all neocons and neoliberals are basically the same thing with a very few different trappings, but they're all
Yes,
basically Trotskyists. So
it's close. Yeah, but the differences are going to put me on the neocon side every time.
yeah, but so by that definition though that you gave us, you are authoritarian on the spectrum. Even if it's not boots on the ground, you're still for authoritarian measures in some capacity.
So if I do like some sort of like political compass quiz, I will end up literally on the middle marker. Like literally on the like I am right there in the middle of everything. But they'll label me like a neocon
A
every time.
true fence sitter.
Well, that's not a fence sitter. That's a centrist, not a fence sitter. Fence sitter is somebody who refuses to
Same
pick
thing.
sides or
Tomato,
take a
tomato.
position. I take positions pretty
I take
vehemently.
positions right in the middle. I don't refuse to take positions. I just choose positions that won't offend anybody.
Yeah, so by taking a centrist position in a modern neoliberal hegemonic society, you are, in fact, taking a position for
I don't take
neoliberalism.
centrist positions. So I have some positions that fall on the right. I have some positions that fall on the left. I don't take centrist positions. I have positions on both sides that puts me in the middle.
Bro, what I
Base
know people have
Nazbol,
asked
Tom's and
this before,
Nazbol. Holy shit.
but
Base.
like, what positions do you actually have on the right for real though?
How many times do we go over this, dude?
I know, I just forget because every time I see you, you're on the left.
Okay, so I'm like uber like the main reason I got into online content creation was because I'm pro-life and I wanted to argue that position. I'm really in favor of like patriotism and like some nationalism.
Yo, let's go.
I I'm in favor of like traditions, Christianity,
Amazing.
the like Constitution, stuff like that.
But to you, traditions and Christianity includes being gay and trans, doesn't it?
Say that again.
To you, tradition and Christianity means being gay and trans, doesn't it?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that being gay and trans fall into those two categories, but I would say like it would fall like constitutionally. I would say that like yeah, they have the freedoms to do those things and should have the freedoms
Is
to
it
do those
good?
things. I don't
They
believe.
should.
Well, so if you're talking about like culturally, I think it would be cool if those things didn't exist, but they do, and so like I'm not like I feel like as a Christian, like yeah, it's necessary that we're like loving towards these people and good influences on them.
So if
And
they didn't already have those rights, then you wouldn't be arguing to give them to them. But since they already do have those rights, you wouldn't argue to take them away. Is that it?
no, I think that they should have those rights. I don't believe in like a Christian version of the of like what is it they have in the Middle East, Sharia law. Like I don't believe in like a Christian Sharia law. I don't think that like there's nowhere in the Bible where it talks about like forcing people to pretend that they're like Christians. Like that's not a thing. Like it's about like them having the freedom to choose God, to choose Jesus, and us. It's on
There's
us to
absolutely
bring them
nowhere
over.
in the Bible that talks about forcefully vaccinating people or giving them hormone replacement therapy either.
I never said it did though.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
you're
never said it did. You guys
right,
do
but
argue that like
you're
there
willing to
should.
force people to do things which aren't even a moral good in the Bible, but you're not willing to force people to do things which are stated as a moral good in the Bible.
No, not
Yeah, what is
legally.
your?
No,
That's a good point, Mia. What's your morality based off of, Tom? If you're not a Christian, then what's your morality based off of?
I am a Christian. I just said this.
So then
It
why
is
did my
based
point
on.
not? So then why would my point not make sense then if you're adhering to the tenets of the Bible?
I just said this. I don't believe in a Christian Sharia law, and nowhere in the Bible does it say these things.
But
Our
didn't you earlier
religion
say
should
that
be
you would
by
be?
law.
But didn't you mention that you'd be for a lot of these truckers losing their jobs because they're not getting vaccinated?
Yeah.
You said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's not in the Bible either. So what's your
So
moral compass
what?
for doing that?
Okay, how about this? It doesn't say in the Bible that you shouldn't lose your job if you don't get vaccinated. So
That's
what
not
about that?
forcing something.
See,
That's
this
not
What
is
about
this is
that?
using
the
the
this is
government
the
to
mental
force
Is
something.
it?
gymnastics.
No, it's
This
not
is the
forcing
mental
anything.
gymnastics that centrists do.
No, you're the
because they're
one
so
playing
confused in
mental
their position.
gymnastics. I never said that the Bible forced these things, and you're
I'm
trying to
actually
get me to
very
take a position that I
I'm
never
actually
said
very patient in
existed.
making my points. I sit back and let you talk, and then I pick out your own words and then show you them, and then you stumble
But
over your
you're
own words.
not, though. You're not. I never like not everything that I have a
So
position
then
on.
what's your moral
I think that
justification for
I think that
forcefully vaccinating truckers?
I think that we also should have a right to access the internet. But nowhere in the Bible does it say we should have the right to access the internet.
Right, but
Oh my
that's not
goodness, how horrible
that's
am
not
I?
how
Like this is
force.
crazy.
So here's where I'm confused. Where I'm confused
So
is
hypocritical.
you're willing to force people to do things which aren't even called like a moral good in the Bible, but you're not willing to force people to do things which are called a good in the Bible morally.
What
Why?
I don't
So where does your moral compass come from
I don't know what
if
you're talking
not
about.
Bible?
No, Mayo's
I don't
making a good point. He's pointing out your contradictions. You have moral
Where?
contradictions.
Where though? You'd have to explain
He's
one at some
literally
point.
pointing
Just
them out
said it.
to you, and you're not
No,
tracking
he
what he's
just
saying.
I'm not tracking what he's saying. He didn't give an example of anything. He just said there's this
did.
thing that you're doing.
Vaccine.
What
Okay, the vaccine. You're willing to force people to take vaccines, even though that's not.
I'm
like,
not willing to
from-
force people to take vaccines. No.
But you're willing to take their job. You're willing to force the government, like forcibly remove them from their jobs if they don't.
In some jobs that are necessary, yes. I think that like
Why? Why is that a moral good more than what's called a moral good in the Bible? So much that you would force that, but not force people to do what's called good in the Bible.
you're pushing a false dichotomy. These two things are not relevant whatsoever. Okay,
No,
so
he's
we can
not
talk
pushing a
about.
false dichotomy.
He
He's
is.
pointing out your
Okay, then
contradictions.
draw up the line. Draw the line out for me. I 100% know
You're the
for
one
a
who
fact
painted
you can.
yourself as a Christian, and he drew out the picture of why
That's
you're
cool.
morally
Draw the line.
contradicting yourself.
Do it. Draw the line for the dichotomy. Go ahead. I'm here for it.
Okay. So, for instance, I'll give an example. Maybe this will help. My morality comes from the Bible. So, if I wanted to force people to do things, it would be things that the Bible says is good. But you are willing to force people to do, you're not willing to do that, but you are willing to force people to do things which the Bible doesn't even mention. So where is that morality coming from? You think that's good, more good than what the Bible says is good, so much that you're willing to force that, but not force what the Bible says is good. Why? Where does that come from? What morality? Where?
It doesn't come from morality. I don't think the government is there to enforce morality in any way whatsoever. They have nothing to do with morality. They have to do
See,
with
Mio,
a
the thing is,
functioning society.
I've noticed a lot of the neoliberal centrist Christians like to pick and choose which portions of the Bible that they want to use in their worldview.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with morality.
I'm not a Christian myself, but
I
I
was
at least
very
respect
clear
people who are
earlier.
ideologically consistent, and I don't
Okay.
think you're ideologically
Right.
consistent.
Cool. So I was very clear earlier. The government exists to make sure that society functions as highly as it possibly can. I never said anything about morality. You guys are the only ones who keep bringing morality into this. So there's no
Don't you think that
contradiction.
doing
You're
things
the
that
one
are
talking
good
about
make
morality.
things
I
better?
never mentioned morality.
Do you think that society is more likely to function well if people obey God or not?
What do you mean well? What define well?
Like what you just said about society being good. What you want? You want society to be good and successful. You think it's more likely if they do obey and follow God or if they don't obey and follow God?
Yeah, I think if everybody was Christians, that would be better. I like if they follow God but they're not Christians, then no, it means nothing to me. Like that's meaningless. You're talking about works alone. That's literally
Okay,
like
but like for instance, would you well, yeah, I mean, they're bearing on like whether they get into heaven, of course. But would you rather would it be better for your kids if they were raised in a society where everyone, whether they believe it or not, acts according to Christian morality or not?
No, I would say probably not. I think that that's like one of the problems currently is that like we'll have a lot of people who live by like Christian morality, even though they don't know that they do. And so lots of people are like, oh, this is a good person based on Christian morality. But like actually, when we get into it, like them doing things that seem Christianly does not like it has no bearing whatsoever on whether or not they're a good person. Like people acting as Christians and not being Christians is worse than than not being a Christian and just being a bad person all the way around. So I would rather them just be bad people all the way around.
So God said don't kill people. So you think if everybody, like if they didn't believe in God and they were like, well, I believe it's okay to kill people, you think it'd be better if they just went around killing people than if they obeyed God anyway and didn't?
Probably not kill. Like it's not a good thing for them to kill people. No, but I
And it's
think
not
that
a good thing for them to be gay because God said so. That's
That-
exactly my point.
that's not relevant. We're like a
It
person
is.
being gay isn't actually like doing anything to me, but them killing me
It
is like if they come kill me, that's actually like harmful to me.
It's harmful to me if they're gay.
Well, I'm sorry for that. Make sure they're not gay around you then.
I try my best, man. I try my best, but they
It
keep
doesn't even
coming.
matter. It doesn't even matter because they'll force it on him and his kids, regardless if they think it's
Yeah.
okay or not. So.
What? That's messed up, dude. Who did that?
They
you guys
do
talking
it in
about?
schools. They teach your kids to be gay, man.
What?
What are you guys talking
Yeah.
about?
That's horrible, dude.
We're talking about how the kids are gay. Thoughts?
What do you mean kids are gay?
Just
The
kids are
kids
gay. That's
They're
it.
gay, man. They're gay.
What do you mean kids are gay?
They're
What does that
forcing
mean?
our kids to be gay.
We're talking about how the kids in Ukraine were gay and Putin's going in to turn them not gay. That's what we're talking about.
They're forcing our
But
kids
kids-
to go into the wrong bathrooms.
Are you talking about America or are you talking about Ukraine?
It'll
Both.
be everywhere soon enough.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Thoughts?
America.
Okay. Thoughts?
America is
Gay.
gay. What do you mean by that?
I concur with Mio. Hot take.
It is gay.
Like, what do you mean by gay? What do you mean by gay? Like, what does that mean?
Debate's
Like-
over. Mio already won.
Game over.
You think America is gay?
Yes.
Do you think America is not gay?
I think that America is. I think that if you're gay, you get points. Like you get like some type of like
Social credit
Um,
system.
You
Yeah, you got, like-
credit score goes up.
Hmm
you get like you get good boy points for being gay.
hmm If you're
Yeah.
black and gay and trans and in a wheelchair, woohoo, and a woman,
You got
You,
got the
won the
most points.
lottery.
you
Yeah.
got the most points. You got the most points. Yes.
yeah,
So what do we do?
Weren't
so
they
what do-
literally doing that though? Like black disabled trans women? Like with
So-
black trans women's lives matter. I swear that happened.
freaking
So-
find
so
out
what do
they're
you-
autistic and it's over.
Okay. Hold on. What do we do about that though?
We send them to monasteries.
Okay. So here's my question. We can sit here and we can complain about that the culture is about, you know, gay, like you said. If you have gay, black, disabled in a fucking wheelchair, you're great. But how do we combat that? You know what I'm saying?
We combat that by getting Tom to start truly living the word and
Mm.
combating all of the gayness in America. You know,
Okay. So
that's the goal of tonight.
you have
is,
you have to understand that Netflix, like, okay, so the average person, right? They come home, they work 9 to 5. They've been fucking, let's say they're working at a factory, right? They work 9 to 5 at the factory. They come home, they watch Netflix, they're getting the propaganda, and they go to bed. How do you change that person?
Tom could do it if he
Maybe.
believed, if he really tried.
I'm like
that's-
Tinkerbell.
That's the goal of tonight.
more I believe.
If enough people believe, if Tom believes, then everything could be a little bit better. That's why that's the goal for the night. Is we're trying to get Tom to not be gay, really.
Oh, I'm gay now.
No, but
This is disappointing.
You okay. So there's two extremes, right? There you have the extreme right and you have the extreme left, correct?
Yes.
Do you okay? So how do we meet in the middle? Because you have to meet in the middle.
No.
We
You
don't.
don't.
We smash
No,
the
you have
middle.
the normal right and the extreme left, and the normal is like what God said is correct.
Okay, but you're not going to get the average human being once you start talking about God. The average human being.
Most
I-
Americans believe in God.
No, listen. Most people are fucking going to work and watching Netflix and
And going to church
bed.
on Sunday.
No,
Rope man, you mind if I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say how do we get your average person to believe this ideology? But that's the thing. If you look at history, you don't need the average Joe because average Joes aren't the ones who move history. It's small select groups of people who do.
no, but the average Joe is what
Doesn't
is
matter in the larger
It-
scope of history. The average Joe doesn't
you,
matter.
you can say that the average Joe
History
doesn't
says
matter,
that.
but most people these days are
Most
on
history
Tinder.
says-
Listen. Most people these days are on Tinder, swiping right, getting fucked on Saturday. They're
Disavow.
having sex. They're having sex with some like Bro, most people these days are just fucking living life in a daze. And I'm married. I have a wife.
Days. Let's go.
Let me
You're
talk.
only proving my point though by saying
Let me talk.
this.
Let me talk. I'm married. I have a wife. I live the life that I want to live. I'm living a great life. Can I finish? I'm living a great life. I'm having a good life. I enjoy my life. But what I see on the outside is that most people are searching for something. They're searching for they're searching for that something that is not attainable. So you have guys that are sixes. They're never gonna fucking have sex anymore because there are girls out there who are fours who are fucking like you have some fat chick, some fucking busted ass fat chick. She can get fucked by some dude on Tinder who's like a fucking 10 because he's just like having a bad night and he wants to have sex. So he's out there just like swiping right, swiping right, swiping right, swiping right. And this is real life, bro. This is what I'm seeing because I've noticed.
No, you're right. You're right. You're literally the data proves you right. Like at the top 20% of men on pretty much every dating app gets like 80% of the women on those apps, and then the other 80% of guys have to share the bottom 20% of women.
So for me personally, my wife, I found her when she was 18. We got together.
Based.
No, I was 20. I was 21. She was 18. We got together. I have a great relationship. I have a great marriage. I've been together for 11 years, and I'm happy. But what I'm noticing is that a lot of these guys, like you're saying, there are the top 20% of men are fucking every chick in the world because these chicks are going around and saying, "Yeah, I'll get fucked by fucking Chad. That's fine."
And then they're all ran through and they can't love anymore. And
exactly, you're right. You're totally right. You're totally right. But how do you fix that? That's my question.
Roadman, that's been going on since the dawn of time, my guy. Chads are always the ones.
No, it has stopped. No.
They're always gonna be the ones that get the most girls. You can't ever change that. That's just natural.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's
100%
true.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's 100% true.
Because nowadays we have Tinder,
nature.
right? Oh, listen.
Did you know that you have twice as many female ancestors than male?
Can you listen to what I'm saying? Can you listen to what I'm saying?
Engaging in dialogue though by asking you.
Listen to what I'm saying. These women have options, okay? So when you're swiping on Tinder and this chick is swiping right and you're swiping right, she has some fucking dude with some nice biceps.
Women control sex, but like that doesn't really mean much. Women control sex, guys control relationships.
She has a dude with big biceps, with fucking money, with all this bullshit, and luckily for me,
relationship with her though. He's just gonna
hold on. I got the whole package. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm not trying to be a fucking cocky guy. I got the money. I got the big dick. I got everything I need to give to my wife, right?
Be proud of yourself, man.
I'm not trying to talk shit. Honestly.
No, I'm not even memeing. Be proud of yourself. If you've got it, man, if you've got it, then just like hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to come on here to like fucking talk shit, but I'm just saying like
most
good
of the
for
people
me.
Here aren't against egoism.
Good for me. Like good for me. I'm happy for me, but I'm talking about the other guy, right?
Okay.
The other guy on Tinder who has a fucking 4-inch dick and he has like, you know, he works at fucking...
Why are you talking shit about me like that?
I'm talking about the guy who has
whoops. Sorry. Whoops.
Listen. He's got a 4-inch dick, right?
There's nothing wrong with having a 4-inch dick.
He's making 40,000. He's making He's making $40,000 a year at
Has
UPS.
Mio
Nothing
been
wrong with
sending
that.
Roadman
Hold on.
pictures and DMs? What's going on here?
He's making $40,000 a year at UPS.
He got
And-
the Neo leaks.
Hold on. He's making fucking $40,000 a year at UPS. He's got a 4-inch dick, and he's working hard. And he's telling this girl, "I love you so much. I'm on Tinder. Like fuck you. Like I love you so much." But then here's what happens. He does everything he can, and then fucking big boy Chad comes out of nowhere. He makes a little bit more money, and he's got a 7-inch dick, and he's just taking her. He's taking her, and he's taking 4 more girls with her. You know what I'm
Welcome to
saying?
reality.
That's
So
reality. That's what I'm saying.
Story of my fucking life, dude.
Yep.
Okay,
Welcome to the
let's
world.
let's get back to Ukraine. So what's the problem with Ukraine?
Yeah, Roadman.
I
I
was
don't
having
know.
fun.
I don't know where
Fuck
Roadman is going.
Ukraine.
I don't
was
know
having
that
fun.
that
Well,
he was going with that Tinder lore.
Kevin's gonna be here in like a few minutes, so we could talk about it when he gets here because
Casley?
he's gonna have an interesting. Yeah.
Is he?
Is
He's
he
not on
based?
Twitter, right? I mean Twitch.
No, I told
he's
him-
not on
he told me to
Twitch.
stop by for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Can I
gonna be
ask-
on Twitch.
Can I ask you a question, Britt? Can I ask you a question,
Yeah,
Britt?
sure.
I'm not trying to be crass. I'm not trying to be like inappropriate.
Just get it. Just get it out there. Go on.
But like you're a female, right?
Yes.
You
You're
got
gonna
you
want
can't
a
know for
dude-
sure these days.
You,
gotta
jury's
ask.
still out, I guess. Yeah, we
Can I
haven't
finish?
seen
Can I
the
finish? Can I finish?
Good.
You're gonna want a
Result.
dude. You're gonna want a dude who is in control, correct?
Sure. I guess. Yeah.
You want a dude in control. You want a dude who's gonna dick you down.
Okay, what just happened? What just happened here?
But that's what you want. Is that not
Oh
what
my
you want?
God.
Is that not what you
Roadman's
want?
not wrong.
Just
No,
admit it,
watch-
That's a
Brittany.
very weird
Just
turn.
watch
Just
Tom's
admit it,
face.
Brittany.
Is that not what you want? Yes or no? You want a dude who's in control
I
and who
can't
dicks
say
you down.
I can't do this.
Just
I'm
admit it.
Sorry. You lost. You had me at the okay. They'll take control, but now that's where you lost me. I'm not going down that road.
In control and he
Man,
go ahead.
stop it right now.
Oh man.
You want a dude who's in control and who dicks you down
Oh my god.
and who can supply you with comfortability. Like he has money. That's what you want, right? Is that not what
I
you
don't
want?
know. I think women's
Roadman is
values.
based
I
now.
think
I
women
think
once
that's
they get
that
around the
thing.
age of like 55, their values change, right, Brittany?
No. You're all fucking wrong.
Cold.
I got
Cold.
listen, boys.
They
Listen, boys.
have new like they
Listen,
want
boys.
different things
Listen,
now,
boys.
right?
Tom
Listen,
is a
boys.
stone
Listen, boys.
cold
Listen, boys.
monster.
Listen, boys.
Oh,
I got
You did it.
women. I got women figured out, buddies, and it's easy.
Look, I'm
It's
glad
easy.
you finally took the red pill on women, dude. I mean, I guess you understood all along if you got a wife. But yeah, it's like women want like status, security,
Yep.
yeah, and
Yep.
like they want a man they can give up control to and trust with that. Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, that is the red pill on women. And when they see a high status male, that's what they flock to. And that's why
Okay.
the top 20% of men get the bottom or get the top 80% of women. But the problem is these guys, they know that they've got all those options. So they're not going to settle down with any of these girls. It's like I said earlier, it's like a carousel. They just
No.
ride around.
No. The reason that this happens is
Literally
because
what happened.
this is the reason this happens is because of feminism. It's because
Jesus,
the
No, you guys
like
are wrong. You
no
guys are
ho-
wrong.
I
ho-
think
the
you're
reason
actually
that
right.
this
You're
happens
onto
is
something.
because like the more that women are able to get like higher positions at jobs and things like that, they've always wanted a man who can pay the bills, right? They've always wanted a guy
Nope.
who's able to
Yes.
to be the breadwinner, all of that crap. So the higher that they get paid, more and
So
more,
they
the
can stay
higher
home with their
average there
babies.
gets paid, that now they're making a lot more money, but they still want a breadwinner. They still want somebody who makes more money than them, but women on
Yes.
average are making more money now. So
Yeah,
now it
it's a
leaves
problem,
a big
dude.
chunk of guys down towards the
Yeah.
bottom. And so now not only are the good looking ones and the ugly ones all getting the top percentage of guys, but now there's this massive chunk of dudes just left by themselves at the bottom. And ruins
incels.
it creates incels.
Here's the
exactly.
problem. Here's the problem. Here's the
And
problem.
then there you have the incels. That's where it all went wrong.
It is
Here's
where
what's
it all
gonna
went
happen.
wrong. I'm
Here's what's
telling
gonna
you.
happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's
Or where
here's
it
how
all went right.
I'll give you the next 20 years. How the next 20 years are gonna go out, right? So you got me, right? I'm a good-looking guy.
I got you.
I got money. I got a
Let me
wife.
explain this to you guys really quick. Okay, this is what's happening, and I think why a lot of women are doing this, and they're trying to become independent because you end up having men who do end up cheating and then go for somebody else, and women end up getting left behind. So now they're saying, okay, I don't want to be dependent on a man who is going to I'm gonna have to do that for, and then he's gonna end up leaving me for some like 20-year-old whatever.
Mhm.
So they end up doing this, but the problem with that is they end up, they are
They keep the
making
same
their money, they're
standards.
doing
So
they're making their money, they're doing their thing, they're being their girl boss or whatever,
Mhm.
and they don't end up getting married, they don't end up having kids, and they end up getting too old to do that, and then they pass that by, and now they're screwed when they're older because
And, right.
they don't have anybody to take care of them as they get older because they don't have a family now.
are you
And
feeling
then you have
buyer's
the wine
remorse?
on
So how do you
Not to mention
me-
too is that women's sexual market value goes down with time,
Yeah.
whereas guys goes
Absolutely.
up.
Mhm.
Let me tell you how it really is. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it really is.
Oh my God.
This
Roadman is
dude's
my new
dropping
favorite
truth
person.
bombs on us all night. I'm learning so much I never heard before.
Okay, so when you're a good-looking guy and you got money, this shit could be married. This shit could have fucking a dude. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. These girls are fucking. They're not loyal. They're not loyal. Most of
They
them.
psycho
Isn't
it.
loyal.
These hoes
So
ain't loyal.
true, King. So true.
It's true.
No, it
It's
is.
true.
They ain't
They're-
loyal, man.
They're looking. They're looking for the next Genghis Khan.
And you know what's the answer to all of this, dude?
Go ahead.
Tom was right. The problem with this, it all started with feminism. The
Well,
answer is
yeah,
return
their
to
standards,
patriarchy.
the standards
Return
for
to patriarchy.
themselves.
They want a man who will dominate them. Well, then dominate them.
Well, no, no, that still is
take
part
all
of it,
their
though.
rights away.
No, that is the thing, though. So they still, like, all of the standards that women ever held for men, all of those still exist. But the standards for themselves have changed. And so the standards for men didn't change with their standards for themselves changing. And that's kind of the problem, is they say, hey, I want to be independent. I want to be able to do everything myself. I want to be treated as an equal. I want all of these other things. But also, I want you to be the breadwinner. I want you to open up the doors. I want you to pull out my chair. I want you to still buy the food. I still want you to, take care of the, the college funds. I still want all of these other things, but
True.
I want my life to completely change and me to have the independence. And
It's so true. It's a good take because they want a traditional masculine man husband, but they don't want to be a
Stoic,
traditional
yes.
submissive trad wife.
With
And you
that
know what
being
they get?
said,
You know
Tom, would
you know
say
what
that
the
you're
you know what the
against
top of it is?
Tom,
Road
with
man,
that being
road
said, would you
man,
say you're
road
against
man
feminism?
is the one. Road man is the top of the pyramid.
That's the apex
Tom.
predator.
what's up?
Would you say with those points being made, would you say that you're against all forms of feminism then?
All forms of feminism? No. Why?
Yeah, every single one.
100 years of feminism, and this is where we're at. How does it feel, Tom? Are you winning, son?
Am I winning? What am I trying
Will
to
you
win?
join us?
Join who?
I'm just-
What are we
Join
talking
the
about?
incel army.
I'm
The
just- I'm
incel army that's going to take over America and return to patriarchy.
I'm just letting you guys know how it actually is, bro. I'm just letting you guys know how it actually
hey, man,
is.
real talk. I always with this guy. I like it.
See, I am feminister.
He's a straight shooter, this one.
I am feminister than feminists. Okay, so I actually understand the movement and I know what's good for them, and I'm trying to help them actually move forward because they don't know where to go. They need a man to explain it to them.
More than they do.
So wait, so then you
I am
are
feminister than feminists. Yeah.
Me too. I know what's good for them.
feminism.
Yeah, all forms of feminism. No feminism.
Every single wave you're against, right?
None.
I'm sorry.
So Britt, what do you have to say on this?
Feminism. You're against all of it, right?
As a girl, what do you have to say on this?
As it stands, as the definition is and has been in
Oh yeah,
each
we gotta
wave.
get this answer out of Tom first. You're against all
Me?
forms of feminism, right?
Yeah. You can
I'm
say, look,
against all
I
forms
think
of feminism.
I think I'm feminister than feminists too, because I want women to be feminine, which I think is what they really want and what is better for them. And so in
Yep.
that way, but that's opposed to what the world and history books calls feminism. So you're opposed to what the world and history calls feminism too, right? Like at each wave,
You're
like all three,
anti-woman
all of it.
suffrage, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the question. Can you? I
It
I
was
haven't
asking
heard
you-
like half
You're
of
against all forms of feminism, like
all
women's
forms of
suffrage and
feminism.
everything.
Yeah.
No, I mean
19th
like
Amendment.
I think that like they should be able to vote and work jobs and wear pants
But
and
they can't
stuff
think
like that.
correctly, Tom.
Oh, I agree, and that's what we're here for. But
Well, right, and so why even vote? It causes conflict in the family. Imagine if they vote different ways. They don't need to fight over that. Let the man decide.
I mean, used to like the man voted for the household, right? So like they had a conversation. Even the sons, the daughters who were grown and still lived in the house, the wife, everybody, they
Vote for
had a
the household?
conversation. Yeah, in
get that.
in like you know your parents come and live with you now. Okay, well I'm the man of the house, so I'm going to vote for all of us now. Like it
Is that
wasn't
really
just
actually
like
the
a
thing?
yeah. That's
Is that
I
how
wanna.
it used to be?
that was the way it was. Yeah.
I want to hear how Brit feels about this. Go ahead.
About which part?
Just about like, how do you feel about women's role in today's society, 2022?
Don't
Yeah,
and don't mention me too at all. Don't even mention.
Mention. Mhm.
Yeah,
Base
he does know her.
anti-woman
You
suffrage.
gotta
She's
give him
like, I
that.
got to rework everything I was about to say.
Second. I think Kevin might be here in a second. Hold on, wait. I just see
It's-
him.
that was good.
Okay, so hold
Hey
on.
Mio, who's Kevin, by the way?
I have no
Um,
idea, man.
thanks.
Never heard of him.
Hold on.
I think Brittany said he's a Twitch streamer too.
Okay.
Hold
Or
on,
Tom
wait.
was asking if he's on Twitch, so
Yeah,
I
he's
stream.
not.
I stream
not
on
gonna be
Twitch,
streaming
but
to
I'm not
Twitch.
streaming right now.
Yeah.
I'm not live, so we'll talk.
I am
He's
uber
not.
banned on Twitch, so I am perma
I'm
banned
banned
on
on
How
Twitch.
did you get banned?
By being a pedophile.
That's literally that's
Bro, why'd you get banned on Twitch? Why would you get banned on Twitch?
it's such a funny way to categorize it. I know I know
Oh my god.
Don't get banned on Twitch. It's so easy.
absurd. It
It's
really
so
is
easy.
absurd, Tom.
It's so
I'm
easy.
I'm
It's
sorry
so
about
easy
that.
to make money on Twitch, dude.
Oh,
Just-
I
just-
was
just-
yeah, dude. I had been on there for 2 months and I was raking in the dough. I was very happy with it, and I was growing insanely fast too. So it was very good for me. But they
I was doing
2
good
months
until
in got banned.
I go on panels and I fucking talk shit, but I keep it like
What's-
Oh,
chill.
there he is.
What's
All right.
sad is the point you were making wasn't like
Kevin's here.
that like out there as far as Twitch politics goes.
Oh no,
Wait a
and
second,
people
wait a second.
people say that stuff all the
Kevin,
time.
hold
Mr.
on,
Girl
Oh.
says the
guys,
same
'cause
stuff.
Kevin's not gonna be staying very long, so I do want to give him like a chance to talk about what his thoughts are on all this because I think. He
Oh,
might
yeah.
have- Yeah.
Hey,
so,
Kevin, nice
Uh,
to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me on. I'm going live on my channel in about 5 minutes, but Brittany reached out so that basically she wanted to get my take on this. For my take, if you disagree with me, whatever, want to debate me, whatever, we can do that at a later date. We're pressed for time right now. Basically, I'm Kevin Castley. I run the channel Superpower Broadcasting. I stream every day to Twitch, upload content on YouTube. Almost at 1,000 followers on YouTube. Let's go. So this is obviously the largest conflict in Europe since World War II. This is entirely preventable. As I said on Twitter earlier, white flag Joe Biden, the loser in chief in the White House, he didn't understand the simple concept of peace through strength. So he inflicted upon the world war through weakness. This is entirely preventable. All the deaths and suffering and misery that will follow from this 100% could have been prevented had Ukraine simply been allowed to join NATO, which they've been begging to do for a very long time, or if the United States had simply sent some troops over there. Keep in mind, that as a part of Ukraine giving up their nuclear arsenal back in the day, which was the third biggest in the world, that was in exchange for a guarantee of their security. That's obviously been revoked. And this is on the U.S. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's all Putin's fault and everything." Look, here's the thing. Yeah, Putin's the one who gave the order to invade. That's his nature. He's a fascist dictator. He's gonna take W's where he can get them. I'm not blaming Putin per se for this. It's like blaming a wolf for eating a chicken, right? It's like, okay, well, you're the one who let the wolf get in the chicken's bed. So I blame Biden for this. This rests on him. He's a pathetic leader. Trump was pathetic, and Biden's former boss, Obama, also did the same thing with Crimea and the Donbass. It's embarrassing, pathetic. And once again, I'm almost done. I gotta go. I gotta go. Dude, shut the fuck up. I'm almost done. This is not a debate, Robe Soy. This is not a debate, Robe Soy. Calm your tits, dude. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and I can have a debate later on. I'm just here to give my thoughts on this. I'm not here to have a debate. So basically, as far as the situation is concerned, once again, my community, the Hawks, have been 100% vindicated. We don't take pleasure in this. It's not like, haha, I told you so. No, this is a country of 44 million people about to be subjected to a fascist occupation, perhaps in perpetuity. Joe Biden, white flag Joe, also threw 40 million people into terrorist rule just a few months ago. So this is par for the course with Joe Biden and other liberal internationalist loser cucks and these bitches of the liberal School of International Relations that we're dealing with. No, it's time we get some offensive realists in power. It's time we got some liberal hawks in power. It's time we get some people who actually understand the Reagan pill, the Bolton pill, the Bush pill, and stop cucking and letting fascist dictators get these W's. He should not be getting a W here. This is a very weak country with a very outdated, low morale military. The only reason why he's getting away with this is that's because America's letting him. So thanks for having me on. I gotta get going, cover this with Spooky Nukies, but I'm open to debating later. Also, suck it, Robe Soy. You're a loser. Coke and seed, little bit.
You're a fucking cuck, buddy. Fuck you. You can suck my dick.
That made absolutely no sense. He said they should have been able to join NATO. That's ridiculous.
Steven Crowder was pretty
upset. This guy's basically he's a self-admitted neocon war hawk.
Can you get this fucking guy back in here? I fucking hate Superpower Broadcast so much. He's such a fucking cuck. He's such a fucking cuck.
Yeah, you can do it another night, but he's
I don't know the lore.
He's just popping by for like a minute just to give it.
Every time I'm in a panel with this fucking guy, he talks. He goes, "I'm Will Ferrell from Walmart. How are you doing today? Let me talk about." Fuck this guy, dude. This guy is a fucking cuck, dude. Oh my god, dude. Fuck Superpower Broadcast.
He reminds me of like Steven Crowder went full neoliberal or something.
Yeah, I hate Super. Every time he comes in, look at he dropped in, he said his stupid shit, and then he left. He has no debate. He has no fucking argument. He just says his stupid little bullshit. He doesn't want to talk shit. Fuck Superpower.
Dude.
It wouldn't make sense to allow Putin to join NATO because it would be like an endorsement of Putin and like him. Dude even said, he was like, oh, he's like, Putin is this fascist dictator and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, yeah, they should have let him join NATO. So why would you want that in NATO? Who would want that? That's so stupid. I thought he said Russia wanted to. Oh, he said Ukraine wanted to join NATO. I thought he said Putin did this because he wanted to join NATO. I was thinking, okay, maybe that makes more sense. As soon as he said that, my whole brain just started scrambling. I'm like, I don't even think that's a thing. Yes, I'm aware, Sass. You're welcome. They can't hear me either, so.
panel. He ruins every fucking panel. I'm
That's what you want to hear? That's it. You want to listen to that? This freaking guy's obnoxious, dude. He hasn't stopped talking since he got on here, but as soon as somebody else starts talking, he's like, hold on, let me talk. Come on, stop. Let me talk. It's like, you haven't stopped talking. Shut up. This is happening because America is pushing to get Ukraine in NATO. Putin is responding to getting Ukraine back into Russia now to protect his country. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I thought he said Putin into NATO.
You should set up a debate on this Russian invasion between Haas and that guy that just came
Oh my
on.
goodness, he
They
finally
have
stopped
debated it
talking.
before.
Freaking
You
crap.
should do it now, post-invasion. That would be spicier.
Yeah. Oh,
True.
yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah. Wait, what would...
Admittedly, he was
yeah.
right.
Okay,
I think
do
I'm
that.
going on
Yeah, that was
modern
some
day
weak shit
debates
though.
on.
Came in and pitched his fucking
Oh.
failing
Well, I mean, he
rule
did
over
say that
ideology.
because he's going live and Tom is banned from Twitch, and so like he can't be on with us.
Yeah.
So I knew he was gonna only be popping in for 5 minutes, so it's all right.
Yeah,
Listen.
it's just like his whole take there was completely retarded, like in every single possible way imaginable. It was like
B. Heller says Tom. B. Heller says that you're a dummy.
You get this fucking.
Oh,
you get.
got
You
him.
get. You get super broadcasting back in here. I
Got
will
him.
fucking
Tell
go
him
off for
he's a
for
stupid head.
He's
hours.
streaming to
That's a
Twitch
1v1.
now. He
For
can't.
hours.
He's streaming to Twitch now. He can't come back.
Superpower
What is
broadcasting is the worst human being on the planet. I
Okay,
will
okay.
go to
You brought this
Antarctica.
nemesis
I will.
here.
I
You
will
brought
dig.
this guy's
I will.
nemesis in.
I will dig Antarctica down to the depths, and I will
Hyperbole.
fucking
Too
put
deep.
superpower into Antarctica.
I'd be surprised at what you
Antarctica.
find.
Whoa, don't get. You can't dig in Antarctica, bro. You better.
I will.
not
I will.
start
I will
talking
go
about
to
that.
Antarctica, and I will dig, and I will
I'm
fucking
telling
dig
you, you don't want to
miles.
do that, man.
I will.
You don't
I will
wanna do
dig
that, bro.
miles. I will dig miles,
You're gonna
miles down.
find something there
And
that
I
you
will.
were
I will
not.
put. I will put that
expecting,
fucking.
my friend.
I will put that fucking Walmart Will
Tom
Ferrell
knows.
ass looking motherfucker into the hole.
I
and
don't
will
hear
put
anything you
snow-
guys are saying.
I will
Tom
put
knows
snow,
what's
snow,
in Antarctica.
snow into that fucking hole, and I will
Rogue
say,
Man is
Superpower
talking about
Broadcasting,
this,
you could suck my dick.
What's in
Oh, I hate 'em.
Antarctica is pure evil. It's all whiteness. And whiteness is a problem that we need to combat, and we need to get rid of it. Snow
Literally.
is even
Literally.
white, and this is a really
I
big
can't-
problem.
I can't believe.
In
I
the
can't
north.
believe
I
it. I
totally
can't believe
agree.
it.
That's actually why
I came into this panel. I came into this panel, and then Superpower Broadcasting came out of nowhere like
Oh
a
my
fucking
goodness.
ghost. Like a fucking ghost. He came out of nowhere. I cannot believe what happened here tonight.
Rogue Man,
Oh.
you can't let him get you this upset and make
Yeah,
you see not a good look.
have he
Yeah,
lives in
it's
your
too
head
much
apparently.
power
This
over
is a
you.
little rough, dude.
There is.
Triggered, bro.
Listen, I've been debating for a while, and there is one person that I fucking hate, and you brought him on here tonight.
Yeah,
Superpower
you didn't even get a
Broadcasting.
chance to talk to him.
He
That's
came on
unfortunate.
here and he goes, robe soy. I'm Will Ferrell from Walmart. How are you doing?
He
Fuck
freaking
that
got
guy.
you.
Oh my god.
You're
Superpower
giving him
one,
too much
honestly.
power over you.
He could
man.
he could suck my dick. He could suck my dick every night, dude. Every
Mio,
night,
is this
dude.
what you do every time after we get off a call together?
This is it's
Freaking
how I feel
tomfoolery!
every time.
Ah!
I hate that guy so much. Oh my god.
See what I deal with?
Go off about it.
You see what I have to fucking deal with?
Tom the fool. Oh my god. This guy.
Rogue Man, the best
I'm
way
telling
to
you.
get back at him is by celebrating Putin's victory tonight, because
That's
that's what
right.
he's seething about right now.
He
in his
hates
stream.
it the most. He more than anybody. That's realized that what he's so upset about tonight is that Putin won. And
My-
so it's like you should be just like pop it, yo,
Y'all are
take
fucking evil.
a drink to that right now. Bro.
Go get
My-
your
my
freaking
goal-
Russian
My
flag.
goal. My
Yo,
goal. My
let's
goal.
have a toast to that, my friend. Am I right? That what's he so upset about, man? Say it.
Russia.
That's right.
Yeah, go get your Russian
Mazel
flag.
tov.
Go dress up
Mazel
like the
tov, dude.
KGB. Go,
There it is, man.
go get your SSR,
Whoa, what?
your
Here's what I
Soviet
want.
Russia
Here's what I want.
stuff. and
Here's
you'll get them back.
Here's my fantasy. Here's my fantasy. Me and Superpower Broadcasting. We're in Miami, right? We're on the fucking beach.
Whoa.
And his oily, fat, fucking Will Ferrell looking ass is sitting on the beach. He's in a hole, right? We put him in a fucking sand hole.
I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't for you to listen to this guy. I can't do it. It's too obnoxious. Toast to globalism lost tonight. One country taking over another country is a globalism loss. That this happens every time, Tom. What happens every time? Silly people annoy me. No.
Say it, tomfoolery. We're almost there, man. All the panelists.
What's up?
You guys play Animal
You're the
Crossing?
last one.
Feminism is cringe. That's what Tom's got to say.
What?
You guys play Animal Crossing?
I wasn't listening. What happened?
No, I didn't. I never have.
Do you guys play Animal Crossing?
Never have.
Never
You
heard of
should.
her.
It's fucking based.
What were you saying, Mia?
I'm saying, just say it, bro.
Say what? I wasn't listening.
All forms of feminism are cringe.
All
That's what you have
forms
to
of feminism are cringe.
Based. Let's go.
Let's go. 07's in chat, guys. Let's do this.
07s for tomfoolery and
07s.
Roman. These
Let's
are
go.
our new base panelists. We've got Putin is based, and all forms of feminism are cringe.
We're talking about women again?
This
And
is
that
what we
whole
call
movement
progress,
flows
my
on.
friends.
I'm done
This
with
is what we
women.
call progress.
Hey,
Look
Britt.
at this.
Hey, Britt.
We get
Hey,
this
Britt.
guy Will in the chat for like 5 minutes, and sparks start flying. It's crazy.
I wanna hear Britt's take on women in society in 2022.
Without mentioning the Me Too movement.
Yeah. I got you.
Mhm.
I actually no, I do think that it would be better for it to go back to a more. I mean, this is like something that's been more newer for me. To go back to a more traditional type of role where women are actually having babies, and I'm okay with them being in the workforce and stuff, but I don't think it should be encouraged. I think that having like a traditional family should be more so encouraged. So I don't think it's been a very good thing. I think there have been a lot of consequences.
I'm blasting loads in my wife daily.
Do you have kids?
I'm trying. I'm fucking going bang,
Black
bang, bang.
Yeah, it's
Blank.
beta sauce there, bro. Beta sauce.
We're making babies, baby. Let's go. We're
white
doing it.
babies.
Use some
Some white
strong
babies.
swimmers.
Lots of white babies.
We eat more meat.
This is the problem. Is so many dudes are going out there and they're wearing condoms and they're fucking pulling out and shit. You just gotta fucking go.
Based.
That's what I'm
Let
saying.
it.
Let
it go.
I come within like 2 seconds, so I can do
Oh my
it
God.
over and over and over
Oh my
all
God,
day.
what's
Wow.
going on?
It's really helpful
Oh
for
no.
efficiency. Makes it to where you can bust more loads per day.
How did we get
Quantity
here
over
from
quality.
marriage?
What?
We've gone so far astray.
I thought we were still
I mean, this is,
talking
like,
about
the one thing
Ukraine.
that would get me actually like more so into less of a pro-choice stance and more of a pro-life
Is more
The more
women
often
getting
Tom
Yeah.
the more often Tom busts loads, the more she becomes pro-life.
This is the problem. Is everybody wants to be fucking so like so nice and so like let's
Okay,
not talk
no,
about it.
We're not
We're
going there.
we're
We're
busting
talking
loads.
about
We're
marriage.
busting loads.
We're talking about
We're
families
stop.
and
We're busting
babies
loads.
We
and
need to get into
children.
more
We're
traditional
busting
values
loads
here,
and
guys.
bitches. We're busting loads and bitches.
White
Let's go. It's time.
Thumbs
Time to
upsies,
bust loads and
everybody.
bitches.
Talk about mothers,
go.
Thumbs
wives.
upsies for this amazing
Oh, here we
content.
go, dude.
This guy took the step raider pill.
Yeah, he's smoked a little too much
Holy
crack
shit.
tonight.
So again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are you, Roman? Like you never answered. You just went to get more beer.
He's on that
Two.
Genghis Khan shit.
Two.
No, okay.
He's too
No.
drunk.
I am the alpha male. I'm an alpha male. Listen and learn. We are going to do this shit.
This is what Chad looks like right here.
This is what Chad looks like.
This is the guy.
This is what fucking Chad looks like.
Yo, look to the side. Look to the side. Give us the side profile, and then say yes.
He's faking. He's faking a groiper right now. He's wearing
I don't wanna be
the
a
vipers, dude.
He doesn't understand what it is. They're just cool now. That's how it's like how everything we make goes.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being told I'm an asshole because I'm white. I'm sick of being told.
It's gotta be
that'll
rough.
Never do that here.
Let your hatred flow through.
It's gotta
I'm
be
gonna tell
really
you,
hard,
yeah.
man.
It's not hatred. It's not hatred. I'm blasting
does.
loads in bitches. Everybody needs to start blasting
Wait,
loads
I
in bitches.
thought you're married. Wait,
I am married.
Well,
And
then
bitch,
how many bitches?
one.
Just the one? Okay, we're just making sure.
Have you ever just like
See,
let it go?
everybody should have been just blasting loading.
Have you ever just let it
Everybody
go?
should pick one.
Just go. That is what you
Get
need.
Ebola
Alright.
on
That
this
is
call.
what-
Ebola, I
that
see
is
you
what-
in chat.
that
man.
is
I
what-
Get on this
gotta-
call.
I gotta.
Brittany, you need to,
Hold on.
Brittany
Hold
needs
on.
to bring
Hold on.
Roadman on when you guys have more.
I gotta
liberals
go
on.
to. I have a debate on modern day debate on Saturday, so I gotta go study.
This is the problem.
I will
Everybody's
be back.
debating. We're debating.
Roman, pipe down for a
Go
second.
ahead.
Who are you debating on modern day debate?
I don't know yet. I don't.
What is it on?
I'm supposed to be defending Trudeau in the Emergencies Act.
What
So
the fuck?
You don't
I
even know
gotta-
who you're debating.
What the?
they just asked me to come debate somebody. So
I want Ebola in your chat to get on this freaking call though. This bitch loves talking all this shit. I want her on a freaking call finally.
you talking about Zola?
Zola
Wait, another
Ebola.
woman?
Zola's been on calls on other channels.
I want her on. Get her on.
Why?
Get over here.
She doesn't.
Is Zola?
She doesn't
You're
like
saying-
you.
you're saying her-
Why
is
would
Zola
she
a
come
banana?
talk to you?
Because I want to. She's got all this shit to say. I want to talk to her. Yeah, no.
She's saying it. What are you talking about? She's right there.
Yeah,
She's
in
saying it.
chat. She talks all
Mhm.
kinds of shit in chat.
Yeah.
I want her to fucking come on.
Why? She's saying it right there
What do
for
mean
you.
why? Because I want her to actually say it to me.
But she's saying it to you from chat.
No, she's not. She's saying it in your chat.
Yeah, she's saying it to you in my chat.
No, she's not saying it to you. No, what are you talking about? She doesn't know I'm freaking sitting here and watching your chat.
You can
I
see
see-
that on my screen, woman.
I can
It's
see that.
literally,
You mean I can't
if
see
you
that
can
shit?
see me, you can see
I
her
can't see what your chat.
right there.
No, I can't see what your chat
Wait,
says.
is Zola a banana?
No.
Probably,
Zola is a woman.
allegedly.
Like
Let's find out.
as
Get on
God
the
would
chat.
say it.
Hey, get on. Hi, coma. Get on
Okay.
the
Alright.
chat and let's find out.
So Zola.
All right, I love you. Y'all have a good
Zola-
night.
okay.
No, I'm not done
Thank
with
you for having me on.
Fine,
what-
Whatever.
Bye. This is Zola is Brittany's what do you call it? What I don't even remember the guy's name. Kevin Castley. Zola is Brittany's Kevin Castley, right?